That was the first institution he put in place.
That's right.
But yeah, I love that. That, and it's so interesting. Webby and I were just talking about that this morning at our Bible study together. About in these latter days how much and that God will send delusions to men.
Right.
And those that have given into that evil desire of them, He'll send delusions to them and totally block that. The penchant to even come back. So you think it's like, okay, we need to really be watching our culture. But a great point that you've made. It is exactly, we have defined it. We have allowed culture to define marriage and redefine it actually, because God gave its first definition, and then we just let them redefine it, and we've just said okay. And Christians will even go along with it. We'll live together too. Christians live together all the time. And knowing that it's wrong, knowing that it's out of step of God's will for their lives, they will take it on. But God bless you, Seth. I love your input there, bud.
Thank you.
You call in anytime. All right. God bless you. All right, guys. 571-2428, 571-chat. What say you? I know that those top 10 reasons are. It pretty much defines it all, doesn't it? But it's interesting because there's another study that, and I always like to find the counter study to it, But there's a study that reveals that the best age to get married and suggests those who wait until 30s could be doomed to fail. You see, so all these reasons that they've stacked up, they want these marriages to last. They want it to, they want to find somebody that will last for a lifetime. They don't want it to fail. Well, this study has borne out, and it's a study by Dr. Nicholas Wolfinger. He's a professor of family and consumer studies and adjunct professor of sociology at the University of Utah. And he says just the opposite, that the later you wait to marry, the more your marriage is destined to fail. How about that? Can we trust a study ever? Really? 571-2428, 571-CHAT. We've got a few more minutes to chat with you, and I'd love to do that. Don't go away.
WFIA, The Spirit.
Hi, I'm Roger Berkman of U of L's 1980 National Championship team. Shortly after I graduated, a group of U of L students and alumni created their very own credit union, the University of Louisville Student and Alumni Credit Union. Today, that credit union is Class Act. Not just anybody can become a member, but you can if you or a family member has ever attended U of L. You see, I'm not only a member of U of L's first national championship team, I'm also a member of Class Act. Class Act. It's like straight A's for your money. Member NCUA.
Compassionate, experienced, respected. Comprehensive Foot and Ankle Centers and Doctors Chris Hubbard and Timothy Hanna understand that your feet are the foundation for taking your body where you need to go. So don't take foot pain lightly. From mild sprains to fracture care, Comprehensive Foot and Ankle's compassionate staff is committed to helping you return to a pain-free, active life. Treatments such as laser therapy for heel pain, Achilles tendonitis, and toenail fungus can get you back on your feet again. Fracture care, arthroscopy of the ankle, diabetic foot care, structural deformities of the foot or ankle. The name says it all. Comprehensive Foot and Ankle can help. So if you have persistent pain in your feet or ankles, give Comprehensive Foot and Ankle a call at 797-3338. That's 797-3338. Office is located in Shepherdsville at the Jewish Hospital Medical Center and in Louisville at Norton Brownsboro Crossings behind Cabela's across from Costco. Call for an appointment today at 797-3338.
On April 25th, Southern Seminary would like to invite you to join Dr. Al Mohler and special guest, veteran political journalist Cal Thomas, as they discuss God and politics. Come and learn from two leading national voices as they seek to help the church and the Christian understand how to navigate this nation's changing political landscape. God and Politics, April 25th. Admission is free, so register today at events@southern.com.
You're listening to Just Ask Joyce on WFIA, The Spirit.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been, kind of a hodgepodge day, but I like it. We have Ed on the line? Do we? All right, Ed. Thank you so much for calling in.
How you doing?
Hey, Ed. Yeah.
I can't say a whole lot because I'm still driving. I'm about ready to hit Spaghetti Junction.
All right.
Basically, what I told the guy is I'm divorced. I've talked with you a few times before. 2 children. My daughter's married, happily married. They both said, and this is the reason why my son never wants to marry, they're afraid that mom might quit on dad, or she might quit on the husband like mom quit on dad.
Oh, I know. Listen, and they're afraid of failure because they've been in divorce situations, and it scares kids to death because it's a painful process, isn't it, Ed?
Also work with a guy. He's divorced and he's contemplating getting remarried because he's dating someone. Mm-hmm. And he was married 21 years or something like that. And she basically quit on him, and he's kind of scared to marry his current girlfriend because he's afraid this one might quit on him also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, amen. Well,
so
thank
with that,
you. Yeah.
I'm going to have to let you go because I'm getting ready to hit spaghetti chunks.
Yeah, and you be
nice
safe out there.
You.
Nice chatting with you again, Ed. That's right. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of fear in our young people, but I believe our selfishness gets in the way, and and if you have a marriage that's in trouble, please come see me. Just come see me. Write me, justaskjoyce@gmail.com, and let's get it fixed. Proverbs 16:9 says, a man's heart plans his course, but the Lord determines his steps. And and there's so much richness in Proverbs. I pray that you are teaching your kids Proverbs. I've told many times that you should teach your child a proverb a week at least, but maybe you need to learn it yourself as well. In that same Proverbs 16, all a person's ways seem pure to them, but motives are weighed by the Lord. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. The Lord works out everything to its proper end, even the wicked for a day of disaster. And the Lord detests all the proud of heart. Be sure of this, they will not go unpunished. And through love and faithfulness, sin is atoned for. Through the fear of the Lord, evil is avoided. There's such richness there. I would just encourage you to make Proverbs a dose of your day, every day. I love it. DC, which is it's a Bible study actually by Kurt Souter and Eric Schonsberg. If you have never done that, I would encourage you to go through it. But they have you going through the Bible in the entire Bible, but they always have you looking at Proverbs daily, and I like that. That's so rich and so wise. Proverbs is just chocked full of wisdom, and straight from some of it anyway from the heart of a wise king, right? Solomon. And he did ask for wisdom. He got wisdom, but as I have said before, he lacked a little discernment, good judgment, and he did exactly what God told him not to do. So open that Bible and figure out what God says for us to do. He gives us those parameters. He tells us what we can do, and he tells us what we shouldn't do, or there are consequences. And it's interesting to end the show with that, that line of authority in our lives, because we started the 3 o'clock hour talking about parenting and teaching our kids authority and respect for authority. And if you don't have respect for authority in your home, your kids are not going to respect the authority of God. And God is someone that we have to have a respectful fear of, not something that, where the fear is what draws you to him, but that you do have that respectful fear of his authority, because he tells us about the consequences that are going to be laid out for us if we don't walk in his will. And so many times, that's what we do. We step outside of his will in our relationships, whether it's before marriage or after marriage. And he really gives us the standards by which we should live our lives before and after. And it doesn't get simpler than that. But man is what complicates life, not God. God's rules don't complicate this world. Our disobedience to God is what complicates life for us. And I know that other people can complicate them, because believe me, I lived in a household where others' actions complicated my little innocent life as a child, right? I should never have had my life that complicated as a young girl. But I did because, why? Because others were disobedient. Isn't it amazing how it works in life? Write me, justaskjoyce@gmail.com. I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, guys, giving you all kinds of good stuff for life. In the meantime, I'm in battle for his cause.
The Spirit, 94.7 WFIA FM New Albany, Louisville, is a service of Salem Media Group, online at WFIAFM.com.